Want a break from the ads? Want to cure your boredom? Here are 15 different anime. Number 1. Black Lagoon. This is a fantasy anime about joining pirates and sailing the 7 seas, being sold off by your company to pirates because they can't risk their dirty laundry being aired. These aren't your ordinary fun-loving pirates. The fantasy is in the idea of running away from your own life to a different one. Like imagine, you work your butt off to graduate from a top university. Doesn't matter what you major in, because you'll eventually need a job. And you get a corporate job. But to get anywhere in life, you're gonna have to learn to kiss ass. Working day in and day out to a boss that doesn't care about you, getting kidnapped by pirates and finding camaraderie with them, why would you even consider your previous life? And so the rock is taken in by pirates. It's an interesting story where the main character gets isekai'd into arms dealing. He goes from the high life of the corporate world to the deep depths of the underworld. Or is it just the same thing? Number 2. Girls' Last Tour. The adventures of military girls in a post-apocalyptic world. That's the entire show. Cute anime girls exploring a seemingly lifeless world. I mean seriously, look at this. This world is empty. I mean, there's stuff, but it's all mechanical, or robotic, artificial. In a world like that, what's the point of moving forward? Why keep going? Because to live, everything requires effort. Like getting to see sunlight, or having food and shelter. And one of the most important things is companionship. I think a lot of people wouldn't survive a world like this. Not because of its dangers, but rather because it's hard to live life in a world all alone. Even if you detest every human on this planet, you will not live to old age. Without the company of others, no one will last. Watching Cheeto and Yuri, these cute girls trying their hardest to survive, gives me hope. Everything they do is to keep on living and moving forward. So when you see them happy, I'm happy. And their strength gives me strength. Number 3. Panty Stocking with Garterbelt. This looks cute. Are we sure this is anime?
All I need out of life is to wake up next to some morning wood.
I swear it's not what it looks like. Are we sure this is anime? It looks more like the R-rated version of the Powerpuff Girls.
It's for a guy.
How's the guy?
We fucked a bunch last night, but I'm not sure I like him.
You know what? It's exactly the "it is what it looks like" moment.
Until you found me. You complete me.
Why is this scene so good? It's the damn music. He's a poop ghost. And yet, the shit hits hard. Seriously, give the show a watch. Oh, watch this anime in English. It'll make more sense. I mean, the dialogue is written like an adult cartoon that airs on late night Adult Swim, so please, give it a shot. Number 4. The Count of Monte Cristo. To be or not to be? That is the real question. This anime is written like a Shakespearean play. Our main character, Albert, is a young aristocrat, and he meets this eccentric old man, the Count of Monte Cristo. It plays out like a mystery. As you learn more about these characters, the more the mystery unravels. Characters act in a certain way because they have ulterior motives. It's like a well-written story or something. It's honestly hard to get these nowadays. The art style immediately stands out, which adds to this world of interstellar travel, noble society, and yet a hint of old-fashioned customs. Like speeches, mannerisms, and clothes, everything seems antiquated. It really feels like a stage play, because it is. The anime is based off a novel by the French playwright Alexandre Dumas. His novel, The Count of Monte Cristo, was made into a play, and now we have an interesting anime adaptation. Number 5. Gargantia on the Verdurous Planet. This is an anime where even the main character is reading subtitles. What is this? Oh god. So Leto, our main character, is a space soldier who finds himself stranded on an ocean-covered Earth. A long time ago, humanity got so advanced they left never to return. On this ocean-covered planet, the remaining humans survived on giant ships and offshore oil drills. Well, I guess just oil drills now. As a soldier raised by the Galactic Alliance of Humankind, basically the space government, Leto is taught to destroy the Hideaus, or the enemies of humanity. These enemies of humanity are planet-sized octopuses, but these Earthlings lack advanced technology and care for the weak and elderly. Like why? They ain't efficient. I'm sorry, Grandma, you gotta go. Okay, dearie. Because the space government taught that humans must be efficient to fight against the Hideaus. This anime is about blind subservience and the theft of free will. What measures shall be taken to ensure complete power over another, and to what extent? Number 6. Dungeon Meshi. This anime is just a giant D&D campaign. It feels like a campaign ran by chefs and food lovers. Like you have the evil dragon guarding the dungeon, but the real question is, how does that dragon taste? Does it taste like chicken? And you have this hot pot of adventurers wondering that exact same thing. You have the half-foot thief who only cares about money. You have an elf that can use dark magic, and you have the dwarf cook who acts as the parent of the group. And finally, you have the tall man, the leader, who is obsessed with eating monster meat. The reason they're in a dungeon is that it's a rescue mission to find Laios' sister, Fallon. This party of 4 survives in the dungeon by eating any creature. From living armor to the dragon, nothing is off the menu. The dragon and the creatures of the dungeon all have their mysteries. Like, who's that elf? Was there really a city down here?
And how does that dragon
Number 7, Golden Kamuy. A story partly inspired by historical events. It's a journey for lost treasure. It's about life during the early 20th century. A pair of crazies work together in the pursuit of treasure that may or may not exist. We have Sugimoto, a veteran of the Russo-Japanese War, dubbed the Immortal Sugimoto for his brutal fighting tactics, and because he doesn't die. And a Sherpa, an Ainu child, who excels in hunting and gathering. They join forces to find the hidden treasure. But does this treasure actually exist? And you may ask, how do we find this treasure that may or may not exist? Well, the treasure maps are tattooed on outlaws. Right, so find the right outlaw, skin him, and locate the treasure. Simple enough. Whoa. Why skin him? Because the guy who hid the treasure and tattooed the outlaws intended for the map to only work when you remove the birthday suit. You see how the tattoo doesn't connect in the center? That's insane! So, they set off on their journey to skin outlaws and take names. Number 8, Migi Dali. An old odd couple goes to an orphanage to adopt a child, unaware they're adopting twins. Migi and Dali. To investigate their mother's murder, they need to act as one person. But dear, you look just like Steve Jobs. The twins, odd in their own right, are trying to investigate the Oregon village and its creepy residents. Here are some of the creepy residents and their behavior. The old couple has a strange kite and a collection of wigs. Akiyama and his fursona. Marito the bully. Michan the weird housekeeper of the village. And finally, the creepy Ichijo family. It's apparently normal for them to strip guests down to their underwear. This world feels just like an indie mystery game you run across on Steam. Each character is strange and creepy, and has their secrets. It feels like a mystery game being unveiled, as we slowly inch to the identity of the killer. Number 9, Hinamatsuri. Bang! This thing pops out of nowhere. Thinking he's on drugs, he ignores it. Until a girl, Hina, pops out of it. And bada bang, a gangster adopts a psychic girl, and their daily lives together. Even though this is a comedy anime, there's a side character I'm emotionally invested in, and I care about him more than the main characters. Let me tell you about Anzu. This bundle of adorableness is another psychic girl. She's here to challenge Hina. She loses, yada yada, her device gets broken, and now she's stuck in our world, and can't return home. She's taken in by the homeless community in Tokyo, where she learns how to live, and you can't help not rooting for her, as you see her trying her hardest to survive. She goes from this punk kid to a hardworking person, and you just want her to be happy.
Grown men don't cry, Goto.
Number 10, Appare-Ranman, the trans-American wild race from LA to New York City. Set in the late 19th century, our main character, Appare, is a racist. He builds his own car to race in the Great American Race. We find out that Appare is a traveling mechanical engineer who designs and produces mechanical inventions. Appare is causing problems for the local lord, and Kosame is tasked with overseeing him. In an era where no one understands him, nor cares for his creations, Appare decides to set sail. He takes his mechanical ship and leaves. Unable to stop him, he's accompanied by his overseer, Kosame. As an individual racist, he goes up against the likes of GM and BMW, the automobile industry titans. I love adventure stories where the main character follows their heart even when the rest of the world tells them otherwise. I also love the setting and character design. It feels very steampunk inspired. Watch Appare chase his dreams of becoming a racist. Number 11, Mao. For 15 years, a war raged on. A Yusha emerges and heads directly to fight the Demon Lord. The Mao turns out to be this beautiful gal. And of course, Hero can't kill her because the story will end. Nonsense. Of course it's nonsense. How could a woman ever be a Demon Lord? Ruby Eyes declares that the hero will be hers, and Hero refuses. She explains the world is not as simple as black and white. Like, why are demons automatically made into the villains? Or, who really benefits from war? Basic questions that the hero has never even thought about. And she needs the hero to help improve her life. I like this less explored aspect of the hero and Demon Lord dynamic. The anime brings out the socio-political and socio-economic issues of war, of humans versus demons. It's definitely not the only one, but these issues are rarely brought up in other shows. Number 12. Sweetness and Lightning. This anime is about a single father and his efforts to support this bundle of joy. Kohi, the father, struggles, but he tries his best to provide for his little daughter. He was never alone in providing for his daughter, but 6 months ago, his wife passed away. The grieving process, coupled with being a single father, takes time. What brought the family together was the mother's cooking, so he tries to bring her cooking back by making different meals for his daughter. Every meal they share together reminds him of Tae. He tries making meals for his little Snumugi. He's not the best at them, but he's trying his best. Food is helping the both of them heal, and it's also a reminder that we're not alone. Through food, he finds new people to help him heal. It's a heartwarming slice of life that makes me happy to be alive. Food, family, and friends are the best combination. Number 13. Stars Align. It's about a struggling middle school soft tennis club. This anime is more grounded in reality. Characters don't have special powers or gimmicks. They're like you and me. They have struggles both on and off the court. Besides not being the best players, these kids have to navigate a difficult world. Characters have to deal with abusive parents and bullying. This anime focuses not only on the sport aspect, but on their development in life too. It's about the unseen effort and hardship everyone endures. Part of improving is realizing the effort people put into their craft. And these kids can't see that yet. But it wasn't until a transfer student, Maki, sparks a fire under him. His reflexes are legit. This inspires them to work harder at becoming better players. All these kids have their issues that they want to escape, and this club gives them that room. I think this is a great anime that doesn't get talked about a lot. Please watch it. Number 14. Summertime Render. Shin is heading back to his island hometown when he dreams about his childhood friend. Ushio tells him to come find her when he arrives at the island. But he's here for her funeral. As he heads to the funeral ceremony, he's greeted by his other childhood friend, So. With tearful eyes, So tells him that she died of drowning and he couldn't save her. Later that night, So explains that her death might have been a murder. So the next day, Shin and Ushio's younger sister, Mio, go looking for clues. When Mio's doppelganger shows up and kills him, Shin is stuck in a time loop. As he slowly realizes what's happening, he tries to save everyone, because he has to fight against a supernatural being hell-bent on killing everyone on the island. Just like Subaru, fighting monsters beyond his strength, with last loop knowledge as his only advantage. But his loops start to move through the day. As he uncovers evidence of his friend's murder, someone else dies. It becomes a chase against time, to solve the mysteries of the town and save everyone. Number 15. Zom 100. Bucket List of the Dead. This anime is a reminder to take a break. When stressed about work and your bosses, doing the horizontal, bumping uglies, churning butter, assault with a friendly weapon, to your work crush, at work, mentally kills you over the years. Don't spend your entire life waiting for a zombie apocalypse to happen before you finally enjoy your life. Life is short, take action now. Our main character Akira worked hard in school to get his dream job, then spent years shoveling away at that job till a literal zombie apocalypse woke him up to reality. And this is a wake-up call. That you shouldn't wait till this point to have fun, ask out your crush, or to finally tell your asshole boss to shove it up his ass. Yes, life is fucking hard, but you shouldn't wait for a life-changing event to save you. We'll all kick the bucket one day, so let's enjoy everything till then, alright?
Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. See you later.